Gurubhyo Namaha. We are doing Kautilyan law. Last session we have discussed the nature of the offense and the nature of the punishment. Punishment is threefold, etc. We have discussed in last episode. So today, we'll look into the ancient treatises, what they speak about offense and punishment. What is the difference between sin and that is, papa is different, aparadha is different. Okay. For papas, there are prayashchittas. For aparadhas, there are dandas. The difference is, papa is, actually we may have to say that when some rituals are there, which are supposed to be like, Vedokta Vidhaya. That means which are ordained in the Vedic literature. That means in our traditions, in our customs, whatever some rules, regulations are laid. This is to be done. Like, early morning, one should get up early in the morning. This is a general rule. So, when really a person is not getting up early in the morning, that means he is not following the rule. Then what our elderly people say is, Are papam, it is sinful act. If you don't perform Trikala Sandhya, that is particularly Advijas, that means Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, because in ancient days, these three varnas only were underwent that Upanayana Samskara. So when Upanayana Samskara is done, then automatically some rituals, some systems are to be followed. If they are not followed, then they say it is sin. It is sinful act. So sinful that, but they are not injuring anyone, they are not scolding anyone, they are not abusing anyone, they are not extracting money from anyone. That means actually these are overcoming, setting aside rules. That is, it really, it is, when one some traditional, in any family, anywhere, any society, any country, different people. Now, we need not talk about Varna or anything, but each family has some certain traditions. Each dynasty has some traditions. So that way, a group of people, they themselves form a group, society, they say, this is this society, this is. So when the social norms are little bit like violated, then, papa, then what is to be done? That then immediately, like, speaking false. Are abadham adavu. Are you are speaking lies. Okay. So some prayashchitta. You just, do this puja, do that puja. Then this is called papa and prayashchitta. That's all. But when somebody is really hurt by XYZ, then that is offense. And our last discussion we had, if it is once, it is by mistake. It is intentionally, then it becomes offense. So like this, there are, slight, like, margins and the, like, dividing the lines between papa and aparadha. So, but actually the papa concept was there in ancient traditions, particularly Dharmasastras. Here, the difference between Dharmashastra and Dandaniti Shastra. Dharma Shastra is like a general, like, constitution, general rules book, code of conduct book. That's all. That means these people should do like this like this. This is a village head duty. This is a household duty, etc., etc. General terms, general rules are there. So general rules, Dharma Shastras and Sutras. Dharma Sutras also called Dharma Shastra Granthas. Dharma Shastras That is Smriti literature. Similarly, Sutra literature. What they do is, first of all, they talk about general duties, general dharmas, general duties. Means the general rules we have to say to be followed. Okay, dharma is a rule to be followed. Because when a rule is followed, then only it maintains the balance, dharana, dharma, etc. This is, ancient people's definitions. Dharma is an unseen frame, unseen discipline rod, which control. There is nothing nowadays. We just control in between temples or in front of political leaders' buildings anywhere. The security people will be there. Security people, what they do at times they themselves become like a barricade. Otherwise, barricades will be there, ropes will be there. They control the mob, not to cross the borders. So, but this dharma concept it is an unseen rod. It is unseen barricade. That means you should have this. So that is the reason at times dharma is taken. Dharma has no exact translation word in Telugu or in India or in it has wider connotation. Anybody you ask, it has wider connotation, they say. That means it has got, because according to, that is the reason dharma takes different forms according to the age, according to the stage. So many are there. Whatever dharmas are ordained for householders are not applicable to sannyasis, rishis, senior people. So like this, that is the dharma's form. Its form is really anirvachaniya, indefinable. Only owing to different conditions it takes. That is the reason. Actually, some general rules are laid, and in which brahmachari, what are the duties of brahmachari, what are the duties of grahastha, what are the duties of vanaprastha, and how sannyasa should behave. All these are there. Dharmashastras and Dharmasutras discuss all this. By violating these, really, it will cause a sin, they say. Okay. But in the same Dharmashastras and Dharmasutras, there is a separate chapter dedicated to discuss about the duties of King Rajadharma. This Rajadharma chapter, wherever it occurs, even you take Mahabharata, you take Ramayana, when Bharata comes to Rama in Panchavati, then Rama goes on asking him certain things and goes on inquiry. So that also comes under Rajadharma. He asks Bharata, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Means, as a king, what are you doing? Are you following your duties well or not? This is a very long discussion. So therefore, Rajadharma is nothing but Dandaniti, that is political science. Particularly political science means here what is the duty of king? To protect the discipline in the society. Raja is a ruler, he rules, is ruler, and Palaka, he protects. He protects means he protects weaker sections, and if at all stronger people they want to dominate weaker sections, then they maintain the balance. Now they say social balance, social justice, etc. This was the duty of the king. Therefore, what the king will do? He won't curse people. Array, you have committed this papa, so you become bird or something. They won't curse. That is the reason they hold a rod of discipline, the rod of punishment. They simply in accordance with that when they punish. This is the nature of the traditional system and the political system. Sampradayas are different, and there's a political rules. That is social rules, social frame, social. It is different. Family traditions and also group traditions, they are different. But to survive in the society under the ruler, there are certain disciplines to be followed. So that means this concept is not a new one. The offense and punishments and also discipline, this is as old as the creation itself. So actually, Manusmriti, they say, no, so Manu is considered as the first ruler. So it is as old the creation is, so old is the kingship and the political system. Political system is not new. It is described even in Vedas also. Many of you people might be knowing. So here they say, uh, last session I told Vedic, that is how many offenses are there. That is with reference to Nirukta. We have we have a discussion on that. Now, Dharmasastras tell the same. Manusmriti also tells. Sutras considered as old ones also. So, coming to Sutra literature, here, as I told you, these sins, patakas, they are classified into two. How means they say Pataniya and that not Pataniya and also Ashuchikara. That means one is loss of caste. Patanam, we know. Patati means downfall. Though the actions which lead to the downfall of a person, that is becoming outcast. Even nowadays, if a person, if an apartment, like now apartment culture we are staying, there are each apartment has certain rules. If one of the residents of the apartment doesn't follow the rules, immediately he will be shut out. They say, no, 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 you are not supposed to stay in this apartment. Please vacate. Even if it is owner, you sell it and get lost. So this is called pataniya. That means, actually, uh, patayati. Patayati means which causes downfall. And second one is ashuchikara. This ashuchikara makes a person impure. So he has explained. Let us see what is the explanation. Now, the Pataniya sins are, as we told, theft and also crimes. Then he is blamed and he becomes avishasta, means he is to be banished or banned, etc. It comes. So, uh, now, Vashuchikara, according to Gautama, he says, man in this world is polluted by the vile actions such as neglecting what is prescribed and practicing what is forbidden. So, this is by these man faces ruin. He says, that means, as I told you, Vidhi Nishedha is the word in Vedic literature it occurs. Vidhi means which is to be done, must be done, should be done, what to be done. That means, and that is the reason one word we say Vidyukta antamu. Vidyukta kaadu. It's Vidhi Ukta. Whatever are ordained, whatever are instructed by Vedic lore, that means our traditional systems, they are to be followed. And then again, opposite to it is Nishedha. That means, like, Satyam, Bruyat. So that means it is Bruyat, it is ordained. Speak truth only. And that too, Satyam Priyam Bruyat. It should be pleasing and also truth. And harmful satya should not be spoken. And asatyam, satyam bruyat, in the sense, satyam na bruyat. See, get up early in the morning means don't get up late is automatically, it is suggested. It is already the meaning, internal meaning is only one positive sense is told. That is the reason Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara means speak truth, and also follow dharma. And it automatically it suggests that don't speak lies and don't do unlawful things. Dharma always tells about unlawful things. Just always it speaks of justice. So don't do that. So now, what Gautama said, so simply in shloka, because being the Sanskrit discussion here, we are supposed to have one or two shlokas also. विहितस्याननुष्ठानान् निन्दितस्य च सेवनात् अनिग्रहाचेन्द्रियाणां नरः पतनं रुच्छति. नरः पतनं रुच्छति. Vihita means ordained. Vihitasya, that means not following, not implementing what is ordained. Vihitasya ananushthanat. Anusthana means following them and doing. That is called anusthana. Acharana. Acharana is anusthana. So by not doing the ordained things, by not following the rules, Ninditasya cha sevanat. And here this is again not only neglecting the ordained things, the principles, but also doing that what in nishedhita. Nishedhita means actually which are negated. It should not be done. So which are actually prohibited from the action. So not doing what is advised and what is prescribed in the texts, and doing what is not only not prescribed, but doing just opposite to it, just against to the rules, ninditasya, which are condemned, with the actions which are condemned, which are to be avoided. If one follows them, then what happens, he says, anigrahacha indriyanam. Here it is the very beautiful thing, and Kautilya, when many times he discusses, and the next discussion we come to that. Here, actually, why offenses are committed by people. Not only human beings, if we see animal, and an animal just, grazing, or if it enters others' field, then it also will be put in, it will be arrested and put in that particular jail. So, that means it will be confined. That means it is, and also the owner beats it. Though it is an innocent, etc., but to control it, to train it, the owner very harshly beats that animal. Similarly, any domestic animal. Okay. If a dog enters somebody's house, immediately the stones will be pelted at it. That means it's not supposed to enter, it's not supposed to do it, etc., etc. So, like this, what he says, what is the reason for this? It is not having, only because not having senses control. Here, five sense organs are there. Five sense organs are very easily attracted, come under the influence of six enemies. Here, we should be very careful. Very dangerous thing in our human life is there are six inner enemies. They are Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Any Sanskrit discussion, any Purana Karta, all explain about what is Kama, what is Lobha. Again, we also come across in the words of Kautilya. Okay. So, and Bhagavad Gita tells Kamayesha, Krodhayesha, etc. in shlokas. So these six inner enemies, they are inside us. What they do, there are, as we are seeing in modern society, particularly now this is, but now at present, we are, even if the future generation listens to it, but the season is now elections season. So here, vote for note for vote, it is going on. Okay. So what happens is, everyone, see, who are this distributing money here, the question is legal question, because we are discussing law. Legal question is whether it is on the part of the donor or the receiver. Here, corruption is there. It is corruption. This is also sort of corruption. When we are talking of corruption, or vote, no, vote for note for vote, whatever, vice versa. So, with whom we can decide that is, how to decide who is guilty, whether giver or taker, okay, receiver. It means to say that the distributor, why he is distributing, it is really now with a suitable example, I think I am presenting before you. He wants a calm position. Otherwise, he becomes angry. That is krodha. Lobha, he only wants that particular seed. Lobha. Moha, he is not realizing, he is in delusion. It is moha. Yeah, oh, if I get this position, I do this, and my position will like this. Means he is, mesmerized. He is in moha. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, pride, arrogance. I have so much of money. Yes, I spend money and I win the battle. I spend money, I win the battle. This is called Mada. Matsarya. This is a sort of jealousy. Yes, this way, if at all, if I get defeated, but this person, the next to me also, he should get defeated. Okay, let another third person come. But my neighbor, that is, my opponent, should not get victory. So this is six inner enemies are provoking the donor to distribute money, whether it is as per his capacity or beyond his capacity. So here, what are there? That is the reason. Here, further, we will come across, we'll study. Some offenses are done kamata. Kamata means because of the passion towards certain things, the desire. The desire makes. And as I told you, six inner enemies provoke, and the organs do the work. Organs means mind is the first organ, inner organ. Then eyes, ears, etc., nose, pancha jnanendriyas are there. Pancha jnanendriyas, because they are jnanendriyas. When the jnanendriyas, organs of sense, are instigated, are provoked, they influence the outer organs, hands, feet, etc. Mind tells, come on, go, give the money, go to him. Immediately, these eyes, ears, and everything, they go on searching for the people who are eagerly waiting to receive money. Then hands, yeah, take, distribute. That means very big army, six inner enemies, and also not actually number, as Pandavas could win only with the seven Akshauhinis, and Kauravas were having 11 Akshauhinis. So your number doesn't make any difference. Please remember, here organs also they are strong. Quantity doesn't matter here. The quality, their strength matters here. So six inner enemies are more powerful than any external enemy. Please take it for granted. No Pakistan, no anything, no something, nothing. Our inner organs are strong enemies to us. Then their assistants are 11. Mind and 5 organs of sense. Because the mind orders, the sense organs lost their sense. They become only like karmendriyas. The sense organs become senseless. So sense organs mislead the organs for action. These are called karmendriyas. That way they commit mistake. Vice versa, a receiver also may be poverty, may be anything. Why should he take money? One day earning doesn't maintain lifetime, okay? But the people say because if at all, there is something kept up, and if you touch it with the finger or tongue, it won't fill your stomach. Unnecessarily uchishta, that is, leftover or touching when something is meant for naivedya, etc. We are not supposed even to smell. So this way, why unnecessarily? You may say, I took only 200 rupees, one and why? What to do? 100 rupees won't help you. 200 rupees won't help you. They are not giving any bond paper to maintain lifetime. If they are ready to maintain your lifetime, then they always think of social justice and social welfare. They are not doing. Those who are distributing, that is only temporary. That way, these people also are overpowered, influenced by inner enemies and 11 archons. So that is the reason Gautama's simple 2 lines Anushtup Shloka tells Anigrahacha Indriyanam. If Indriyas are out of control, that is, taking money for me, voting, not only voting here, this is for example, but doing some nonsense, doing that is unlawful thing, just for sake of a minimum, that is money, or some drinks or food, because many people they take feed in the hotels and they make them commit some unlawful thing. That is the reason the Dharma Sutras, why they are important for maintenance of law means, see, unless you know the root cause of the disease, any diagnosis we say, any doctor without uh, without going into the details of the condition of the patient, the imbalance, etc., of vata, pitta, kapha, whatever is there, what we say, like a BP, sugar, etc. Nowadays, immediately they are sent for scanning. That means without diagnosis, if anything, if they give, they are punishable now. Now, according to present rules, a doctor without diagnosing, going for diagnosis, simply giving some medicine, it is an offense. So, similarly, without knowing the root cause of the offense, how can we really deliver justice? How we understand the mentality, actually the reason behind committing that particular offense or crime a person has done. Unless you know, that is the reason what they do, these lawyers, etc. They take hereditary inquiry, they take his personal behavior, they take his psychological behavior, and I am told, like, no, this is Sruta Pandicha. In foreign countries also, if a offense is committed, then that person will be sent to a psychiatrist to study under which condition, under which influence he has committed. So that means actually, whatever we are actually nowadays we are talking about psychiatrists, etc. But all the psychology is explained in Dharmasastras. Please try to follow what I am saying. Dharmasastras, what they do, why some people overcome the rules, why some people they follow the rules means here that is again psychological. That is the reason what they say here, samskaras, etc. They say that means a child should be taken care by the parents ever since he just took form in the womb of mother. Mother should be well protected. Mother should not have any bad habits. Mother should not listen to bad stories. Father also should not do any nonsense things. Then only, if you look at now, in certain families, very well educated and civilized, cultured parents, their children also will be like that. They don't go on bad path. If now you are observing why the crime rate is increased, we are talking about why crime rate is increased means because of the crime in the family, the illegal actions, illegal activities in the family by parents, by neighbors, by everyone. Children also are getting influenced by that, and crime rate is increased. So, Dharma Shastra, why it is important means Dharma Shastra, Dharma Sutra. Now, see, IPC Indian Penal Code is there. For such and such offense, such and such punishment is already prescribed. It is there in the textbook. They refer to the under section so and so, under this so and so, etc. And then, of course, some amendments are there, or some exceptions are there. But really, why this is means it is, I do not know. In modern law, it teaches about how to interrogate person, how to question a person, how should be the, that is justice, how should be the, what we say, witnesses, all this, what we say, technical knowledge, because they also say technical evidence. All the technical terms are well explained, technical knowledge is well dealt with, but actually the original thing, because only simply there they inquire about heredity, etc. But actually, are they in the society, whatever one family head. Okay, let us begin with family only, because family head is the king of that family. Family head is or she taking care of the family? Are they observing this minimum discipline, minimum rules in the family? Then coming to village head, whether it is Sarpanch or earlier days Police Patel or Karanam or anything, Karanam used to write accounts. Is he doing it in a proper way? Because he is very, very responsible accountant. Now, whatever these village officers are they doing their duty properly? And the sarpanches, village heads, and also police serving, are they doing their duties properly? So actually, how not doing duties, again it comes under law. But really, when they were children, and here also you see a child brought up very properly, whether he is a sarpanch or village officer or a police or at least watchman, security guard, they do their duties very well. That means actually the foundation should be strong, foundation should be laid. Therefore, I really, now I feel when I am discussing with you, it is felt by me that a prerequisition, a base or upodghata, preamble, etc. we say, it is required the knowledge of Dharma Shastras that is to inculcate discipline in the younger generation. Then only why this offense is coming. With examples we are supposed to explain. Because in the childhood they are not properly maintained, they are doing. Why this officer is going for corruption? Maybe there are hundreds of psychological reasons. So that way, Dharmasastras, Anigraha, one small word led to so much of discussion that is mentioned by Gautama. So this way, we have lot of this influence and uh, should be controlled. So one should control first of all senses. That is because that's all. Explanation is el- very elaborately done. I retain here. And now, प्रायश्चित्तमकुर्वाणाः पापेषु निरतानराः पश्चात्तापिनः कष्टान् नरकान् यान्ति दारुणान्. Here, Paschatapa is a word. I would like to explain that also. Papa already we have that is sin. Paschatapa is a word. Paschatapa, of course, it has got English term, repentance. A person by mistake or of course under the influence of something, as I told you, kama, krodha, lobha, moha. By mistake, by delusion, or drinking more, etc. If after committing an offense, if a person really repents on that and decides not to repeat it again, then that is really paschat tapa. That is tapa feeling himself very much worried after committing a sin. After committing, after violating a rule, oh my God, unnecessarily, how I was a fool. Because we do commit. We do commit. I took commit. You unnecessarily I said those words. The person might have hurt like this. Because speaking harsh words also is an offense. It is not a formidable. It's not at all. So whatever, if at all, looking with anger or anything, or disregarding, disrespecting, maybe you are more out of mood or something, whatever the situation may be. But once you know that it is an offense, then immediately you should realize and you should repent and also you should ask for excuse. So therefore, prayaschitta is one thing. Nowadays, simply they say sorry, but the sorry also that should be heartfelt, wholeheartedly. Ayo, sorry, I did a that's a big mistake. Please excuse me. Because that automatically the words, whether they are honest or not, will be known. So, like this, if they don't repent after committing such actions, they go to Naraka. They go to Naraka means, there is no Naraka, there is no Swarga, people say. See, Naraka, Swarga is only after death. But please, I am advising younger generation because aged generation I cannot advise. Already their lifetime has gone. But I am advising younger generation, please try to observe the results of sinful actions. It doesn't take much time over a period. You have heard, you have seen the young children of rich people who were given very costly two-wheelers or four-wheelers and given enough money to drink, to dance, to go. What happened? They also had dreadful death and their parents are, that is lifetime torture. Lifetime torture. Lifetime. Every time they feel, my God, why I have given that vehicle, why I have given this money, why I have done. Why? So this is Naraka means what? Where there is no happiness. Naraka means not a hole with like a very great teeth or nothing is there. Where there is no sukha. That is a Naraka. Lifetime you are having a home bed, comfortable, four ACs, and hundreds of dollars gold. What to do with all that? When there is no peace inside, no health, because actually Lack of peace only causes for all the diseases. Why blood pressure comes? Why sugar comes? Why another paralysis comes? All this because the imbalance, the inner enemy is sitting. See, any over lust, any over anger, anything over it destroys the body, ruins the body. What naraka is there more than that? That way, please, we can go for reasoning also. See, I am not really, I'm not telling about there is a heaven, there is Rambha, I am not at all. I am too practical. Observe the society, how people are suffering after committing this such offenses and repeatedly. Then you will realize what is the really significance, what is the role of the discipline, whether it is told in Ramayana Mahabharata, any work, any by any person, even by a small boy, because why Kabir Doha, why Vemana Shatakas, why other Shatakas, why Suradas, why all this means they tried to tell the society how really I admire, I'm not totally acquainted with his literature, but which I have studied is school level, one, two, I remember so beautiful. He says, बुरा जो देखन मैं चला बुरा न मिलिया कोई जो दिल देखा अपना मुझसा बुरा न कोई. He went in search of a badness, bura, badness in this world in people. But he could not find a single bad person. When suddenly he realized, he looked into himself, then bad person appeared. He says, there is no bad person than me. That means this is the realization. He always sees good in others. He always sees noble qualities in others. So, and also he said, Sadhu aisa chahiye jaisa soup subhai. Sar sar ko gahi rahe thotha de udaye. Sadhu jaisa soup, that with which grain we clean, chet antavam. ఎలా ఉండాలి that it always it removes all the husk and it takes only the solid things. Therefore a noble person should be like that. Whatever husk spoken by, done by, etc., that it should be forgiven, leave, should be left aside, but it should take essence. We should grasp essence from that hollow speech also, hollow work also, so that way. So this way, actually, this any literature, any subhashitas, any good words, they are the fundamentals, they are the base for the justice. They are there, they are the guidelines to follow the norms, and they are, as I told you, the preamble, they are the base, they are prologue, Nandi antamu, they are the Nandi for the law subject. This please keep in your mind. With this, we proceed and we meet next week by the same time, same Saturday. Okay.